evening, ladies and gentlemen. Can I have a little silence in the galleries, please? And all the founding chairman of the Cherik School, Sri D.V. Manohar, chairman of the Cherik School, Srimati Ratna Reddy, parents in the audience, distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the audience, principal, faculty, teachers, and dear parents. At the outset, I would like to thank you all and the Board of Directors of Cherik School for giving me the opportunity for sharing this happy occasion and to be the chief guest. And like as all these occasions go, chief guest speech is part of the proceedings, but I will tell you all, I'll try to make the torture very brief. At the outset, I'd like to congratulate Cherik for completing 25 glorious and vibrant years and making a mark for itself among the schools of the Twin Cities. And as a parent, I feel very happy that my children were able to go to this good school and enjoy all the multiple activities that have shaped their personalities. Today is an important day, a big milestone in the history of Cherik, and I'm certain that in the coming years, you would see the school rise to greater heights. I would also like to applaud initially the wonderful performances by all the children of the Cherik schools and also the school that Cherik has adopted. And you can say that this is a part of what India is going through, the transition that India is going through. As I stand before you, we must all realize that India does portend a demographic dividend. We have a young population. They say it's about 55% of the population is below 25 years of age. And this we see as the future of the country. With the value system that will not only turn them into responsible citizens, but true assets of the nation and also of the world. While we pride ourselves on the way a school like Cherik has shaped and the way it has nurtured our children, it is also important to keep in mind the vast multitudes of children in this country who do not have access to such a facility. And it is in that spirit that the Government of India in the last 3 years had embarked on a mission to educate our children. And if you look at what has happened in the last 3 years, after the promulgation of the Right to Education Act in the year 2010, we have 230 million children in school today all over India. It is not a small achievement. 230 million can be the size of a continent. And as a nation, we can truly feel proud of it that this has happened in the last 3 years. We have 96% of our children, of our country's children in school today. And we have to work at getting the balanced 4% into school today. As I was coming to this function today, it touches my heart, as I'm sure that it touches most of your hearts, that at street corners and at street lights, we still see children peddling or begging. And I hope that in the coming years, that will be a sight of the distant past. So it is a national effort that we have to embark on to get the balance of the 4% into schools today. What Cherik has done today is wonderful, that apart from developing its own school, it has adopted a school which is in the neighborhood, which I believe has about 600 children, And it is trying to give them access to privileges similar to what the children in Chirek are doing. And if every school, every private and privileged school in this country did that, we would see a huge transformation in the coming years. One of the objectives of the Right to Education Act is to integrate the underprivileged children into the main school, into a regular school. And I hope that in the coming years we will see more of that happening, that you will see 25% of underprivileged children being integrated into a regular school, whether it's a government school or a private school. And I hope that that will happen quickly, and that would definitely lead us towards realizing the true potential of the nation. The challenges before us are immense. Apart from schooling, it is important to be able to give them qualitative skill sets that will enable the children to have a bright future, give them skill sets of a nature that will give them an opportunity anywhere in the globe, and that is the mission ahead of us. We are proud that we have a young population, but it is important to skill them, and more importantly, I think we have to bring them up with a good value system. We celebrate the 150th year of Swami Vivekananda this year. And to quote Swami Vivekananda, he said, "Education is the manifestation of the perfection already in man." And I think every institution, whether it is in government or whether it's in the private sector, has to work towards realizing the full potential of the child. And I'm sure that Chirek has set a good example. Before I end my speech, I would like to read out a letter written by a parent to a teacher. It's a famous letter written by one of the most famous presidents of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. And he says in this letter, and I quote, "He will have to learn, I know, that all men are not just, all men are not true. But teach him also that for every scoundrel there is a hero, that for every selfish politician there is a dedicated leader. Teach him for every enemy there is a friend. Steer him away from envy if you can. Teach him the secret of quiet laughter. Teach him, if you can, the wonder of books, but also give him quiet time to ponder the eternal mystery of the birds in the sky, the bees in the sun, and the flowers on a green hillside. In school, teach him it is far more honorable to fail than to cheat. Teach him to have faith in his own ideas, even if everyone tells him they are wrong. Teach him to be gentle with gentle people and to be tough with the tough. Try to give my son the strength not to follow the crowd when everyone is getting on the bandwagon. Teach him to listen to all men, but teach him also to filter all that he hears on a screen of truth and take only the good that comes through. Teach him, if you can, how to laugh when he is sad. Teach him that there is no shame in tears. Teach him to scoff at cynics and to beware of such too much sweetness. Teach him to sell his brawn and brain to the highest bidders, but never to put a price tag on his heart and his soul. Teach him to close his ears to a howling mob and to stand and fight if he thinks he is right. Treat him gently, but do not cuddle him, because only the best of fire makes fine steel. Let him have the courage to be impatient. Let him have the patience to be brave. Teach him always to have sublime faith in himself, because then he will have sublime faith in mankind. This is a big order, but see what you can do. He's such a fine little fellow, my son." That this is the law, that Chirek would stand up to it, and so will all our institutions. And we have to work towards giving every child in this school a future and a destiny. Let's work together for that. Thank you and Jai Hind.